Hey y'all, hey everyone. So, I've been having a hard week this week. And I just wanted to know if anyone else was too. I guess I haven't really been keeping up with the transits, just so you know. I stopped doing that because I don't know, I go back and forth between following it and not because I kind of just want to trust myself. And I feel like it's very draining to always look outside of myself for answers. So a lot of times I'll be like, okay, well, let me not read anything on the internet, or let me not look at people who post about transits and, go to websites that have them, because I want to see if I can tap into the energy on my own. So, like I take notes and stuff, and then I let days go by, and then I'll go back and look, and I'll be like, oh snap. So it's just an exercise I do so I can like heighten my intuition and, trust it more, and, just try to see if I can figure out what's going on. And so this is one of the transits where I really have not for like a month been looking at what's going on, just because I want everything to be authentic. And it just makes sense right now because like I just want to know if other people are going through this. Like last night I cried so bad, y'all. It hurt. Like I felt my pain right here, and it was raining like crazy outside. I'm like, wow. Like this morning when I was thinking about it, I'm like, dang. Because when I woke up, it was raining like bad. And so it was raining. I'm like, dang, I cried last night. It was raining last night. And then I did go online. I'm like, dang, people in Arizona, people in California, Atlanta, like a lot of states are like, it's raining. I'm like, okay, is this the energy right now? Just like a fucking, is this like a purge? I'm trying to get better with my cussing because I don't know how YouTube is. But, I really feel like I feel like this year, and it kind of started happening last year, but I feel like this year was like the icing on the cake with me facing myself. And I really feel like a lot of old things are dying. I was living in LA, and I went through a lot of stuff. I think that was like my spiritual journey was at a height when I was in LA, and I'll talk to you guys about it later. But when I was in LA, I felt a lot of energy. It was really bad. And I just felt like I came to this conclusion that a lot of old things are dying. You go to LA to become a model, do music, New York to do journalism, and, these states are established. And, I was doing good out there, and I had some stuff, and, God, divine, whatever, led me to things that, gave me success, and really felt like, oh, okay, I'm doing this. And then it would kind of like fizzle out. And I'm like, okay, I kept going for at least a year and a half. And it was really good, but I don't give up easily. And, at one point I was like, it's really time to leave LA. Like I felt that in my heart. And as much as, it's established out there for people to make their dreams come true. Why do my fingers look like that? Make their dreams come true. My body was just like, this ain't it. Like, this ain't it. And I'm really into people who do art. And art is everything to me. Rather it's cooking, you have a cleaning service, you make jam, you have a podcast, anything that you do that's your own thing, I'm into. So I listen to a lot of people who have podcasts, and probably don't have 100 listeners, which is a good amount. But a lot of people I listen to, even when I'm their only listener, I'm really big on supporting people who are where I'm at. And I feel like that's where we can build our community. So like the reason why I'm saying this is because I feel like that stuff is growing. I feel like we're, ever since like sometime in August, I want to say it happened in like August to October of 2017, when this energy really like shifted and was just like, oh no, you are going to face yourself, and you are going to dig deep. And I just feel like we're at the like we're at the point where it's like, oh no, you're not running. You can't run. And I think that's showing physically too. Because I'm like, why did my body tell me to get out of LA? And I do want to go to New York still, but I don't have like a big urge to, like, I feel like my body is telling me to help build up new things. Support local artists who are clothing designers, get with other models, and kind of create our own ways, because I feel like in 10 years, LA is not going to be LA. New York is not going to be New York anymore. A lot of people are moving to Dallas from these places. I really wholeheartedly feel like Dallas is coming up next. And I love Dallas. I feel like Arizona is another one of them states, but that's where I'm from. And to me, I'm over it. But, I still love my home. So I just feel like everything's dying. Everything how we knew it to be is dying and coming to an end. And last night I came across this girl's page, and she was like, spirit led me to her, because I'll think I'm healed, or I think I got over something, and it's like a new situation will bring that pain back. And I'm like, oh, it's still there. And a lot of times, like when I get uncomfortable, I start reading or trying to make sense of how I feel, instead of really, really meditating and thinking about what's made me feel that way. I know, okay, my childhood and this and that, but like I've said, I've been molested and all types of other things that happen that, and I really feel like they affect you. Like, I feel like rape and molestation is the worst trauma. And, when I read her post, she was talking about how she got molested by people in her family, and, how that's been the major cause of all her pain, like her anger and stuff. When I read that, I cried. And anytime I read anything about rape and stuff, I just cry. Like, I go into a crying spell, and it's like a lot. And I'm like, oh, that's it. Like, that is the number one thing I need to work on. And the more I express it, the more I let it go, the more I see things coming together in my life. And I just feel like everything's being mirrored to us. Like, whatever you are, good and bad, is being mirrored to you. Like, one day you could be living life as your higher self, and then the people you come across are very positive. They're like, oh, you look good today, just giving you good energy. And then the next day you can wake up and kind of like feel heavy and down, and just whatever negative feelings, and somebody's trying to cut you off. And it's like, you attract everything you are at every moment. So you could attract something good for 5 hours of the day, and once you fall into that negative pattern, your reality is going to reflect that. Now somebody's going to come to you, and they're going to have a crappy attitude. So it's like everything you're being mirrored is the state that you're in at that moment. And I'm starting to realize that, and it hurts, because when you're already aggravated inside, like internally, which is why I don't take aggravation from people so serious anymore, because I'm like, their spirit aggravated already. Like, they're not happy with something inside, and that aggravation is coming from somewhere else. So, it's a lot when you already know you're dealing with these emotions, and then you attract something, you manifest something to mirror it back to you, and you're like, oh, okay, I get it, I know. So it's definitely a hard transit right now, and it's going to continue to be this way, because we really got to purge ourselves and come together. A lot of things are being rebuilt, and it has to happen internally. It has to happen in the collective's mindset and in their heart before it comes out. But I see it coming out, and I know a lot of the music and stuff that we watch is at its last run. And by 2020, people who are living from their real heart space and are doing stuff for the greater good of the world, that's going to be on top. And everybody's going to want to be like, oh, I'm so positive and this and that, where, right now it's cool to show off your car and just be materialistic and all these things that society glorifies. Like, everyone's going to be the opposite and it's gonna be a whole 360. So I just want to know your guys' thoughts. Like, what are you going through? What's been your challenges? Like, let's talk about it.